Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
What's up?
Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. We are back. It is Free for All Friday. Whew. You know, only doing that once a week now for the last couple weeks is really kind of made my heart stop pounding as much as it usually does. Welcome back, boys. How are we doing? Man, it has been a crazy last couple of weeks. This is only the second time in what? Two weeks that we've been on here. I think more people enjoy us not being here than we're picking up subscribers because we're not here. I think I don't know what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
How we doing?
We're better looking when the screen's black.
That is, we don't see color here, Ricky, but I understand what you're saying. How you guys doing? Ricky, how you doing, buddy?
It is day one of my vacation week. I am doing well.
All right. Scotty, how are you?
Tired, my man, tired. Been another 69-hour week. Oh, joy, oh, bliss. And
Good. 69.
I wish I was getting a little 69 right now. Other than that, yeah, no, just a long.
Easy, Scotty.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Who's somebody would like to wear your thighs as earmuffs? Is that what you just said?
It's Dave Thomas's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that the Wendy's guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think he came up with a 50-piece?
Oh. Well,
That
speaking of loads,
some bitch ain't leaving my daughter. Get back here, fat boy.
Speaking of loads, Bonejones is in the house. What's up, buddy?
There we go.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
You had an interview last night. How was your interview?
It did really well. 143 likes, man. Today, over 1,000, over 1,200 views.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
Cody the Bulldog Boley was on last night. Amateur fighter from West Virginia. He started in the backyard stuff and then went to prison for 6 years.
Did you ever get out of him what he did?
It was drug related.
Drugs. Okay.
And he changed his life and good Christian man now and fights amateurly with the old Tommy Thomas boxing club here in Clarksburg. It's now run by Steve Cross. It's his boxing gym now.
My brother?
It's your other son.
It's my other kid, Ethan's uncle.
No, he's actually older than you, brother.
I mean, so's Ethan.
Speaking of Ethan, this is what baffled me when I saw that Brian Hardy posted the next USW. It's you with Kevin Bacon versus your son Ethan Cross, right?
Well, it's a different universe, sir. That is a different universe.
I can't do this shit.
And I am suspended. So I don't even got to put up with that bullshit. I don't got to try to figure out who I like and don't like and root
Wait, you're
for.
Suspended from where?
USW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He hit me.
they have some sort of rule about not putting your hands on officials. So, and I tried to tell him. My lawyer said it wasn't hands; it was just one. Just one. That's it. And didn't really calm down, boy. Didn't really didn't work out for me.
Stephen P. New was not cashing your check.
Here's what I want to know. Like, T-Bone is like a backyard fighter. He's been in tough man contests. And some chubby manager knocked him down with one fucking punch. It just...
I've explained this to you
I know you've been knocked out a lot.
It's the punch you don't see that knocks you out. You spun me around, and as soon as you spun me around, I only got one good eye. I didn't see shit.
I said, look out for the shoe.
Hey, T-Bone, next time like somebody grabs you and tries to spin you around, just like lay it out with your fist and just like, whatever it hits. Just spin around and just boom.
Free Jonathan Cross. That's what they're screaming at in the chat. Austin's in the chat. Austin will be back by the end of the month.
There you
go.
All right. Full strength.
Full house. Full strength.
Awesome.
So good rotation of assholes that you'll have. So let's get into it, guys. I had a lot of style. There's a lot planned for today. A lot of stuff going on.
Gotta get it in. SmackDown's in less than an hour.
We are going to be going right through SmackDown, I'm sure. But you know what? We're going to get better ratings than they do. We're definitely going to have better ratings in Dynamite or
Rampage.
Rampage for sure. How many viewers we got right now? We've already probably passed them.
5, and I think it's all of us.
Boom. I'm not on. So anyway, we had a passing today. The wrestling world will dearly miss Kevin Sullivan. Died at the age of 74 a few weeks ago or a month or so ago. He had an accident. It was in an accident. I believe he lost his leg, if I'm not mistaken.
If I remember correctly, yes, he did lose. They had to do emergency surgery and due to the accident, and
he's had a bunch of stuff going on with sepsis and whatnot, and I think his body, there was no cause of death. They never gave a cause of death. I'm sure that'll come out eventually, but today he has succumbed to whatever it was. So to me, and I'm gonna let Scotty talk because this is more Scotty's wheelhouse, but to me, Kevin Sullivan was like the first iteration of the Wyatt 6. Right?
Yeah.
He had, and you didn't have all the smoke in you did have some smoke. I mean, most of it was weed, but you didn't have all the masks and the craziness, but you had this demented fucking character. And that's how Kevin Sullivan's character was, except for my favorite iteration of Kevin Sullivan. But where he was just this demented guy, and he had these demented these people that with Luna Vachon was with him, I believe, at one time. And woman, I believe, was with him.
Angel.
Yep. Yeah, Falling Angel. Yes. So there was a lot of. He was nuts, right? Yeah. And he played that character perfectly. That was Kevin Sullivan. Now,
I'm with you on that there, Austin.
I love the Varsity Club. I was a big Varsity Club guy. That's how I remember it better for Varsity Club. So, but go ahead, Scotty. Give us a little rundown on Kevin and maybe some memories or something from Kevin Sullivan.
Well, and the crazy thing is like, I didn't really know, like, a lot of the history that I have learned about wrestling, I have learned and gone back and studied more of. Like, I didn't know who Kevin Sullivan was.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, right. I didn't know who he was in the 90s. And, because you had that one famous match with him and Brian Pillman, but I never saw that. The one where Brian called him out as the Booker Man and stuff like that. And more famous for Brian Pillman than it was for Kevin Sullivan. But, like, I didn't know who he was. But, as I've gone back and I've done my research over the years and gone back and watched videos, and I'll get to that part in a sec, but I've gone back and watched videos of his stuff, his promos, some of his matches over the years. Like, the guy was a genius. And the fact that, he came out of the Florida territory, studied under Eddie Graham, a lot of the greats that knew how to do this business all came out of the Florida territory. Dusty, Kevin, guys like that. They, the Funks had some of Eddie Graham because their dad kind of and Eddie Graham worked together, so they all so guys like that knew how to tell a good story and knew how to make something come off as legitimate. Was what Kevin was. Kevin, like, going back and watching the videos, and you're talking about that crazy run, the Florida videos that you can find on YouTube, the vignettes and the promos that he did with Nancy Sullivan, aka Nancy Benoit, as her as the fallen angel, and like, you're watching this stuff, and the great thing about those videos is they're on old VHS. So not only are you watching, sometimes a second, third generation copy, but you're watching this nutcase come out there and just rant like a wild man. But like everything he said made sense, and it was dark. It was like watching this cult leader, and again because it's like the old
Prince of Darkness.
Yes, the Prince of Darkness and stuff like he was in a lot of respects the Undertaker before the Undertaker, like the Ministry of Darkness style Undertaker. Like he really was that well before Undertaker ever showed up on scene. But the other thing that he did was he was amazing as a booker. Like Kevin booked in and with a lot of the great territories and talent. He studied under Eddie Graham, as I said, so he knew that psychology, and then he worked with a couple of the greatest bookers. One that also worked under Eddie Graham, which was Dusty Rhodes, and then he worked with Flair in booking stuff. And Flair has a mind for this business like nobody else. So working with those guys and Sullivan having his own knack for storytelling and knowing how to tell his own, not just his own story, but help others tell their stories with some of the highlights of what he did. And yes, the Varsity Club as well. Him and I know Steiner and Rotunda. My brain was not as the Varsity Club was, because like I've always heard it put, Kevin was good with the oddballs. And it didn't matter what kind of oddballs you had. Like Rick Steiner, one of the greatest oddballs there was, and became like had that great like persona. Just kind of, you think he's a little crazy, but he's not. You can't really tell. And then Mike Rotunda as as the amateur, but again, he's kind of like he's hanging around with these two goofs.
Rotunda, Steiner, Steve Williams.
That's yeah.
Was it Dangerous Danny Spivey at the time?
Yeah, Danny. Yes, it was Danny Spivey. Yeah,
and then I don't remember what the girl. There was a girl. I can't remember the girl's name.
Yeah,
Hyde, I do believe, wasn't it?
Who was it?
Missy Hyde, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was it Hyde? No, was it Hyde or was it?
I think it was. I could be wrong, but
I can't remember.
Leah Meow.
Meow.
Okay.
Don't know who that is. Kristen Lum. Yep, don't know who it is.
No clue. But no, like the Varsity Club was again like the like I said, Sullivan had this knack for picking, getting the right weirdo and getting the right weirdos over, and like everything,
It's kind of like I do here at Hardway Wrestling.
Yeah, no,
it really is.
pretty much. But yeah, no. So I really, it's gonna be a loss. I mean, it's a loss to the community already because we've lost another legend who, for one way or another, like he had more. Give the.
I don't think he murdered Chris Benoit.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I guess we'll never know.
I actually met Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, I did. I saw a picture with you. Tell us about that interaction.
I worked with him for like 8 shows at APWA. He was helping Don West write storylines. He was booking for APWA. He was nice to me. The first time I met him, he called me a GD liar. Tried to tell me that I had worked more matches than I did after he saw me wrestle with Facade. I don't know if you guys know who the Neon Ninja Facade is or not.
I do.
Yeah, I got to wrestle with him, and Kevin Sullivan yelled at me afterwards. Told me that I'd been.
Facade is the Voltage Heavyweight Champion.
Yes. Yeah. Very nice gentleman, too.
Super
treated me well, and I will say that the only reason.
I'm a Danny Moe fan.
Well, the only reason why I even look good in that match, though, is because of Facade. That's and that's what I tried to tell Kevin, and Kevin's like, "No, you were good. You were good." But I don't know if what happened with Chris or Kevin or whatever actually happened, but I did hook a crippler crossface on Andrew Palace in front of Kevin Sullivan one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you weren't banging his wife, were
out
you?
there, we're doing a match, and I hooked the crippler crossface on Andrew Palace in the match in front of Kevin Sullivan while he's sitting in the crowd.
Is it
He
possible that there was a
He
mistake?
never talked to me afterwards. Is it
possible that Kevin Sullivan was confused and it wasn't Benoit? It was Bonejones?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think he had some sort of involvement. Yes, Benoit was way into CTE at that point, I'm sure, from all the chair shots and the head dives. But I don't know, just something about the whole backstory to that just makes me think that Sullivan had something to do with it, and we'll probably never know at this point.
What got me asking questions about the Benoit thing was how they changed where Nancy's body was 3 different times before she finally had a landing place of where they actually left her. Okay. they said she was found somewhere, and then they found her somewhere else. Then they found her somewhere else. And it was like, what the hell? Why they keep moving her? Where was she actually at? So that's what got me scratching my head and like, something ain't adding up. But at the same time, you never know.
Ricky, you got any memories of Kevin Sullivan?
Like I said, the biggest memories of that I had back in the day watching him wrestle was his feuds with Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty solid feud, but I was obviously young at the time, so I didn't realize the whole his wife left him for the guy he's facing in the ring and fighting all over the arena. So
yeah, she traveled up and down the road with him. I think that's how that all started.
Yeah, sounds like Edge and Lita.
Yeah. I don't know that we got Kevin Sullivan on into a radio station though.
Kevin had wrote the storyline and then let her travel with Benoit. Well, what do you think's going to happen? You're giving your old lady to another man to go travel with her. 2 and 2. It's common sense.
Or one and two. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. Some of his ring names: the Boston Battler, the Grandmaster, Johnny West, Kevin Cardwell, and here's where I pick up Kevin Sullivan, the Masked Lucifer, the Great Wizard, and the Taskmaster. He'll truly be missed. Kevin Sullivan was an original, and some of the stuff that we see today came directly from Kevin Sullivan. I have an autographed picture of him that I ended up getting from Pro Wrestling Tees. It's actually funny. I heard them tell the story that they signed him to do all these signatures or whatever, and they handed him a stack of pictures, and he had no idea it was this many pictures. And instead of writing his name, he just wrote KS. Just wrote KS on all of them. So they were already pissed off when they got these autographs, and it was just 2 letters. So, but it's whatever. It's Kevin Sullivan.
Hey, it's smart. That's how I do it now. Just RW.
That's right.
Okay.
Kevin wrote his own divorce. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Very true. So, all right, but anyway, rest in peace, Kevin.
Benoit's waiting at the gates for him.
You definitely. I'm sitting here the whole time, and I don't even put up the picture of Kevin Sullivan. His wiki said that he was in a devastating accident, and he never really overcame any of the damage from that, and the different sepsis and whatnot. So I'm sure that's what did it. But looking at Kevin in this picture, and then looking at Kevin now, 2 different dudes. Two different dudes. Where are we at here? All right, let's get into it. This weekend we're gonna get our Ricky's segment here. Whose catering table is it?
Yes, indeed.
Get back up here. Lost it. There it is. Perfect. Anyway, this weekend Lashley's contract is up, and he's being chased by New Japan and AEW guys. Where do we see him ended up? Whose catering table is he going to end up at?
AEW.
Yeah, I want to see AEW. Like I said, Hurt Business 2.0.
Well,
I guarantee he will land in AEW, but I'm telling you right now, he will turn into the next Miro, the next, whoever, like next Aleister Black, the next, any of these guys that came in there, looking to have more freedom and more whatnot and do more things, and Tony will just backburner. Like they'll debut, they'll have a great couple of weeks, and then just you'll forget about. Nobody will see him for the next month.
That's because Tony's got way more money than brains. All he has to do is open up open up his wallet and sign a check to whoever he's signing. But after that, he's got to actually think of how to utilize them, and he can't do that too well.
Tony, I am available for signing and sitting home, so I'm good for either. So, T-Bone, where would you like to see the great Bobby Lashley end up?
Bobby Lashley's going to AEW. And I agree. He's probably going to end up like Miro and all the others, just sitting on the sideline. Or if he is getting used, he's going to job out a bunch of nobodies, EVPs or whatever.
I don't put him in the same. I don't put him in the same category as Rusev, because Rusev is a complainer. He's a guy that doesn't like the booking. He's not playing ball. Lashley's a different story. Lashley likes to get out there. So I don't put
but they're not going to use him the way he needs to be used. But that's where he's going to end up. Everybody knows it. Like for the most part, he's going to end up at AEW. Yep. MVP is probably going to be right behind him. They're probably going to get signed together. Maybe even a package deal.
Shouty B.
Yeah, he's out there.
Bring all three of them in. As soon as Powerhouse Hobbs is cleared to compete again, add him in.
I like that.
Yeah, him. What's Keith Lee? Why would we get Keith Lee in that group too?
Is he still there?
As far as I know, he is.
Did he eat the catering table?
He might have.
How did Meechin afford boobs when he isn't even on TV?
He's not spending it on diet pills. So, where Lashley is going to possibly going to AEW and New Japan. I know New Japan is very interested in Bobby Lashley. The WWE is looking at a few guys. One in particular, Ricky Starks. We haven't seen Ricky Starks since March. He didn't want to do anything with Big Bill. He's kind of just sitting home. This guy I put in the same category as Rusev. I don't want to do it.
Diet
Maivia. Well, we like Ricky Starks. He's a good
he's
wrestler.
not bad. He's not bad.
Does he end up now? We've seen him backstage and in the crowd at some WWE events, which is I don't know how that flies with these companies anymore. But do we see him in sooner or later in WWE?
NXT.
Yeah. Okay.
Now here's an interesting question. All right. Coming out of WWE, coming out of AEW, he was a pretty big fish in a over pond, but they didn't utilize talent all that well. But going into NXT, we've talked about how we kind of feel about Ricky's star power and what he might be able to do. All right, NXT is kind of a small pond, and Ricky has had some high profile matches, not necessarily long feuds and long running deals, but he's had some high profile matches against an MJF, against a CM Punk, stuff like that. What do they do with him in NXT? Do they bring him in and put him in like a North American title feud, or do they bring him in and work him against Ethan Page?
I mean, really, it could be either at this point.
Like, is he ready for that spotlight against Ethan? Even though, like I said, NXT is the smaller pond, is he ready for that spotlight, or is it like, do they want to kind of season him up a bit and then maybe give him a title shot or feud against Ethan Page? Because I mean, I'm assuming Ethan's probably going to run that belt for at least 4 or 6 months, somewhere in there. If not continually, at least on and off. He'll be champ and then not, and then back as champ again. So, again, I because you guys had me convinced after we talked the last time about, what his star power really is, what Ricky Starks' star power really is, and what he's capable of being when he goes to the bigger pond, which is WWE. So now, I'm still more on the fence. I think they maybe should put him in like a North American title feud or something that kind of gets him a little more seasoned up, and then bring him into the bigger waters of the heavyweight title with Ethan. But that's just me.
Well, you don't want to bring him into the North American title right now with Obafemi carrying it, because that's just putting him on the buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, Starks is a cagey heel, right?
Yeah.
He wants to be a heel. He doesn't want to be face. That's a guy who could beat Obafemi. I know Obafemi's super powerful and whatnot and overpowered probably, but it takes a guy like Starks to be able to outsmart an Obafemi. And I can see him doing something crazy there and beating him. I don't know.
The roll up with the foot on the ropes, something like that. Some sort of cheating.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of these guys in AEW, and Starks is definitely one of them, that Darby Allin in AEW, Orange Cassidy in AEW, they're stars, superstars. They're the top wrestlers. They go over to WWE, and they're not even close.
Yeah.
Right. They work differently. I mean, that stink would have to be knocked off them. They're still trying to get Jade in the right spot.
Yeah, really, the only one exempt from it was Cody.
Yeah, well, Cody was a WWE guy.
Yeah, he was pre-established anyway.
Yes, he was already established. Now, again, Starks and Orange Cassidy and Hangman, Adam Page, like some of these guys, they're big stars in AEW because they wrestle a certain way, but they go over to WWE. I don't know that they're going to transition. Who knows? I don't know. I think Starks did something in WWE before he ended up in AEW.
He was a security guy, I think.
Security guard. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, again, he's, to me, great talent for other companies, top notch. It's like fantasy football, right? Okay, here you go. What's the dude for the San Francisco 49ers that wants to be traded?
Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk, right? Number 2 guy on Ayuk on the San Francisco 49ers, right next to Deebo Samuels. Number 2. He goes to another team, he's number 1. If he goes
technically, he's listed as number 1 for the Niners.
Well, I think Deebo. That's because Deebo plays a lot out of the backfield. But again, he goes over to the Cowboys. Is he a number 1?
No,
he's not. He's behind CeeDee Lamb. If he goes to Minnesota, is he number 1?
No.
And that, to me, Ricky Starks is a backup wide receiver. That's just kind of how I look at him. So, anyway, a couple guys that they're talking about that will not re-sign with AEW yet because I guess they're waiting to see if they get a deal from WWE. Lucha Bros. Can they bring a spark?
LWO, baby.
Have the new LWO. No fear. Is it the shocker or the upside down shocker? I don't even know.
Is it that?
Scotty, you rolled your eye.
Eye of Scotty.
Scotty, tell us why the Lucha Bros will never make it on the main roster.
They'll never make it in NXT. Like, even with the smaller guys they've got there, like they have no basics. I mean, again, they're Mexican wrestlers, and the problem is that a lot of the guys that come up.
Hold on, Dragon Lee. I gotta take this. I gotta listen to what Scotty's gonna say. Go ahead. Hold on, Ray. Hold on, Ray. Sky's talking.
The problem that they have is that they are like a lot of lucha guys that come up to the States wrestle the more American style. Yes, they'll have their lucha extravaganzas and do, and every now and then
Triple Mania.
Triple Mania. They'll do their
flippity doodah.
But majority of the time when they're in other companies, they wrestle more the American style. These two have never wrestled the American style. They do what they want when they have no control or self-discipline as a tag team, and they will they go to NXT, they go to WWE in general, one way or the other. It's culture shock for them. they will not know what, like, they will be told, no, you can't do that. And like, wait a minute, what? Like, I was having this conversation with a gentleman today when I was working. Like, a lot of guys, like, let's take the shoe on the other foot. Let's say randomly that Shane McMahon was given the keys to AEW and said, you can do whatever you want. You can control the situation. If Shane comes in there and starts telling all these people, hey, you can't do this and you can't do that, and like, nobody wants to hear the word no in that company. And when they go, if the Lucha Bros go to WWE, that's what they're going to hear. They're going to hear the word no.
What do they do? What are they doing that they need to be told no?
They're tag team basics. They don't tag. They jump in and out of the ring. They're flying all over the place. They're doing unnecessary stuff. Like, half the moves that they do right now, they will be told no, you cannot do that unless it's a big show. Like, we're not going to have you diving over the rope every 30 seconds.
You don't think that think these guys are good enough to adjust their style?
Huh?
You don't think these guys are good enough to adjust their style?
I think they're plenty good enough. I think that would be a hell of a signing for WWE and would bolster that pathetic tag division that they got going on right now. The only real question is Ray Phoenix visa going to cost them some time?
Well, they got plenty of guys that can't get into Canada now, so.
Yeah, the bloodline.
T-Bone, have you ever refereed a lucha match?
No, I have not. I have refereed guys that had that style, like Facade and stuff like that, but I've never actually refereed a luchador actual match.
Gotcha.
You were punched by a guy related to a luchador, Jonathan De La Crosse.
Yes, I know. He got hit by Jonathan. Jonathan would have hit him. Probably would have kicked him too when he went down. But Jonathan is a.
I said related to.
Jonathan is an animal. Who's still hurt. Who's still got a bruise on his chest from that dirty scumbag, Austin Blackthorne. Anyway, okay. Last one. Now, this one to me is very interesting. They beat him up pretty bad. MJF beat him up pretty bad. Take him off TV, just in case he doesn't re-sign. It is the humper himself, Daniel Garcia.
Shut up, Scotty.
I want to think Delacroix can kiss my ass. Yeah, I see that. So Daniel. I think out of all of them, I think this guy here has more potential than any of them.
He's a very good wrestler, and he had some very good feuds in AEW.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think the sky's the limit for this guy if they could get him started in NXT.
I think he's a good wrestler. He's got to drop the Magic Mike shit.
I thought it was funny when he was humping. Whose head was he humping?
It was not MJF.
Who was that?
Ospreay.
Oh, was it
Ospreay?
Yeah.
I think he did it to Edge.
I couldn't remember for life.
That's funny shit.
That was funny.
Anyway, I really like Danny Garcia. I just bought his figure the other day, only because it had the pure title with it. But
getting guys like Ricky Starks and Daniel Garcia to NXT, getting them cleansed of the AEW style would be a good thing, and it also it repopulates that part of the roster, which will give guys like maybe Ethan Page a chance to move up to the main roster at some point.
Yeah, there's a lot of young guys that's been around a very long time between the Indies and Impact and now AEW, NWA, that because Ricky's been in all these companies. I don't think he's been with TNA or Impact. I don't think he was there, but I know he was NWA for a while. That's where I first saw him.
That's where I first saw him at, was NWA.
For the love of God, Ethan Page, get Danhausen in NXT.
That is another guy, and we're going to talk about him later on, but that is another guy. Well, actually, we can talk about him now. I don't have a picture of him, but you guys see the impact that Joe Hendry has had?
Joe Hendry is a freaking monster for NXT.
Yes.
The fact that he has come into NXT and the people love him,
He's grown on me.
I feel like Danhausen would be the same way. Like if he shows up, he climbs off from underneath the ring and why wouldn't they bring a guy like that in? Now here's the only problem. He doesn't wrestle.
Not very well.
He's hurt. He's not the greatest of wrestlers, but that's not why we bring him in. Right? That's not why you bring a guy in like that. So that's a guy that is pretty much a free agent. He's out there floating around. He's like Matt Cardona light. He makes a ton of money on the indies, and he probably loves what he does, what he's doing now. I think he's doing Beach Break right now. So again, Danhausen.
Here's an interesting question about that, because now again, I don't know what the contracts and like what everything is going to be now that Vince is gone. But considering the track record of WWE, when a guy goes there, either they change him because they don't want him to have the gimmick that they can't own, or if they use him.
Actually, that has changed.
Yeah, that
a lot
did
of
change.
these guys are coming in now. Like Ethan Page is he owns his own name. Like a lot of these guys now coming in, they own their own shit.
Yeah. What's his name? Didn't go back to Ty Dillinger.
Yeah,
he's Sean Spears.
Yeah, he's Sean Spears.
And on X, I was reading that they said that WWE is going to let them take their names when they leave too.
Okay, well then,
guys are going to be allowed to take their names from now on when they leave the
Paul Levesque era.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
Thank fucking God.
Because I was gonna say if they stuck with the old ways and owned, like, let's say they let Danhausen come in, but then they took the rights, and said, look, we now own this, like, we want to copyright this and own this, because I think they still technically own. Well, do they or do they not? I can't remember. Because I think they own the right to the Headbangers, even though it was a Cornette creation. But I think like they took the rights and then ended up owning them, even though he Cornette had signed the gimmick over to Chaz and Glenn. But like stuff like that where guys come in with gimmicks they've already used, and yet WWE takes them and then owns it permanently. That was the reason I was going to say why maybe Danhausen doesn't want to come in, because he doesn't want to sit there and be pulled to WWE the rest of his life that he can't use the gimmick elsewhere. But if they're going to let them if they can let them come in with the gimmick and let them leave with the gimmick, then that changes the whole ball game.
Adam Cole came in with his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, they were all their own.
Yeah, Danhausen, if he wasn't allowed to, he'd just be Jake something.
Yeah, well, that's true too. That's true too. Real quick before we move on, please go like and subscribe. We are on our quest for 1,000. Whatever. Anyway, we're blowing those guys out of the water now. They sniffed us, so we passed them, and then they caught back up. And then I messaged or I called Rob and said, hey, why don't you use hashtags, blah, blah, blah. Next thing I know, they're catching us again. Well, pedal down. We're 20 in front of them, so they can go fuck themselves. They're never going to catch us. We're way ahead of them. So we're on a quest for 1,000. We are almost there. A lot of it's because of
34.
T-Bone.
34 to go.
If T-Bone's face wasn't on here, I don't think we'd be even close. No, we lost 2 subscribers right there, T-Bone. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Make sure you go like, subscribe on all of our platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
What?
You want to hear us on any audio? Scotty's frozen right now, holding his tongue. Okay, or you were eating a chip. This was Scotty frozen like this. Anyway. We're on all the podcasting platforms.
I'm doing the Italian thing.
Oh, hey, forget about it. We're on all of our podcasting platforms. We're on Spotify,
Yeah.
iTunes.
Yeah.
And there is still Google Play out there, Scotty. I don't know if you know that or not.
What?
I did not, because every time I try to find it, it says this cannot be used.
Oh.
Please.
Now maybe you're using.
Please
Maybe you have a left-handed
you.
phone. Maybe that's a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
one thing we've added, as of yesterday, we are now on Patreon, right? So we do this for free every week, and we're fucking sick of it. Look at T-Bone's hair is growing out. Ricky's beard is unkept. Scotty is just Scotty, and my Wellington Delacroix mask is torn. So we got to pay for this kind of stuff.
I'm out showing boob on the street half the time to try to get money. So, you know.
Scott, you're Mr. Roboto.
And Scotty, you also look like the Hawk 2 girl right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and back out.
Back out.
Go ahead and back out and come back in, Scotty, if you get a chance there, please. Anyway, we are on Patreon. So internally, there was about 10, 12 of us. We were doing a fantasy wrestling league, and we did that for almost a little year,
A couple of years almost.
year and a half. We were doing it, and we stopped for the last the last quarter. Right, we were doing it every quarter. It started over, and we just kind of took a break from it to kind of revamp it. But we are bringing it back. As of All In, it will be back, and it is going to be open to everybody. So anybody who wants to play in the Wrestling Fantasy League, and I'll explain how it is. I'm going to put a video on Patreon. You'll have to go to Patreon to be able to see how the Fantasy League works. It's really super simple, but it does cost. It's $5 a month. The Fantasy League runs for 2 months, and then it reboots. So every 2 months, we're going to crown a champion, whether it be new or retaining champion. There's also, we have money in the bank situations where you can cash in on a guy. So we have all kinds of stuff. We're going to talk about it more and add cool shit to it, but it is $5 a month if you want to jump in. If you win the Hardway Wrestling title, we'll get a picture from you. We'll put a Hardway belt on you, and we'll post it. You will be our champion for 2 months. So please join us. Just go to Patreon. The link is in the YouTube. It's in the chat. It's in the Facebook. It's everywhere. Just find that. Let's move on. So rumor, right? So we saw last week or the week before Shane McMahon and Tony Khan in an office at an airport having a meeting. Now they're saying that Mercedes is the one who took the picture. Have you guys have seen this, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody want to speculate on why Shane and Tony Khan were meeting? Now I know Shane came out and said that it was just a bit, they're friends. They were just a meeting, blah blah blah. They ran into each other in an airport. Bullshit. T-Bone, you're smiling. Your ears are getting wet. You're smiling so big. That's
They were meeting for a Coke meeting.
A Coke meeting. Okay, all right.
Yeah, they were at a Coke meeting.
All right, you think Tony's the
everybody speculates, but man, look at him. Fucking those press conferences. I was like,
that day that he introduced that dude from Milwaukee Bucks, I know he was coked the shit out of his. The day that oh my god, it's fucking.
He offered Shane 2 quads for an 8-ball.
Oh, I believe that too. All right. Let's speculate, Scotty. Why was Shane and
I mean,
oh, you have no microphone.
Shane's taking over the BCC.
Shane's taking over the BCC. All right.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Well, Scotty's trying to fix his phone here. I'm going to speculate. Maybe. Did I lose my picture?
Hello?
You
Hello?
son of a bitch. Oh,
Hello?
that's a where's my picture?
I can hear you, Scotty. I don't know about anybody else.
I cannot hear him.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I can hear him on mine.
Jeremy, can you hear me on yours?
Yeah, I can hear you on mine, buddy.
Okay. Well, this is
No mic on this end.
Did you?
Okay.
Well, we'll let you know what he says. Go ahead, Scotty.
Okay. Back out and come back in, please. Back out and come back
I know
in.
you guys will tell him all lies about what I say, so hold on.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, he's froze on my. He's not even on the screen on the other side.
Did he get his ice pack?
Yeah, not visible. Unknown user.
Damn iPhone 3.
Terrible.
What if Shane was trying to buy AEW
So speculation.
or buy it?
Now Scotty's gonna love this. I kind of want Scotty to be here for this because he's gonna eat this shit alive once ever he comes back here. The iPhone 3 eventually you got to upgrade. You just have to upgrade.
Yeah, I'm about to upgrade mine.
Oh, he's restarting his phone.
Oh, is that okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, well, we're going to get into it. We're just going to keep going. All right, so speculation is I was listening to Vince Russo on a podcast the other day, and he said there's one more person. There's one more person that wasn't in that picture that was at that meeting.
Vince
McMahon.
Oh, boy.
Man.
So they're saying that when Stephanie came out and said it's the Paul Levesque era, they basically gave Vince the double middle finger.
Oh.
So Vince is buying AEW.
Oh, please do it.
But he can't buy it because of all the bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So that's why Shane is there.
But that doesn't make sense because I thought Shane kind of backed away from his dad for so long because he didn't want to be in any part of that, trying to hide his secrets and everything that he had going on with the NDAs.
I don't know that was Shane or if that was Stephanie.
I thought it was both of them, but Shane was just the one that got himself out first.
I know he's always had issues with his father in a lot of ways. That's why he's in and out, and he originally wanted to buy the UFC. Are you there,
And
buddy?
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's much
Yeah,
better.
there you are.
So
He's back.
we're going to rewind a little bit.
No. I turned you on YouTube. I heard everything, and holy shit!
It's the eye of
This
Scotty.
This is straight from Vince Russo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, let's back that up for a second.
Right from Shitstain.
Let's question the source. We do have Shitstain Russo, and this is the guy that is out there begging every wrestling company for a job. He's out there crying, nobody respects my talent. Russo, you booked half of the WWE into oblivion back in the Attitude Era. You booked WCW into complete oblivion at the end of the Attitude Era. That's
WCW was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russo came on. Let's not blame that on. Now Russo's got his problems, but WCW was completely done. Now, what did Russo do wrong in the WWE that made them go on? That made them lose their shit? What was his big claim to fame?
Nothing. That's part of his claim to fame is that he wanted to turn WWE into Jerry Springer, and
He did.
Well, and he did.
Yeah, he did.
And the thing is what was getting.
Remember when Triple H had that girl pour her top off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Vince.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's about the only good thing Russo ever accomplished is getting.
You remember when the cat's top case? She took her top off.
Armageddon.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Vince. I mean, this Vince Russo might not be such a bad guy.
Yeah. Okay.
His downfall.
What?
Good.
What was his headbanger?
Mosh.
Friggin' what?
Beaver cleavage.
Beaver cleavage. Yeah. that was a Vince Russo.
The oddities him too.
Oddities was Vince
Yeah.
Russo. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry.
Hey,
You're not selling me on how bad Vince Russo is. You're really
okay,
not.
I can sell you on how bad Vince Russo is.
Hit me
He
up.
ended the Dr. Death Steve Williams push with the brawl for all.
That brawl for all. That was
That was a shitty idea.
Vince Russo deal. They even did a Dark Side of the Ring episode on it.
Yeah, but they made what's the guy who won?
Bart Gunn.
Bart Gunn.
They made Bart Gunn, right?
Yeah,
but
they
didn't do
Butterbean
anything with him. They made him, but didn't do anything with him. And
but
then
he
they
got knocked out by Butterbean.
Yeah, Butterbean clobbered him.
They sabotaged him. Butterbean thought he was getting the brawl for all Bart Gunn, but they sent Bart Gunn to a boxing trainer and then put him in there with a brawler like Butterbean and then told Butterbean to kill him in the gorilla. Well, of course, Bart Gunn's going to die. Yeah. One, he's not a boxer. Two, he was a brawler, and then they took it away from him.
I mean, how can you? How can you say that Bart Gunn's not a fighter, right? He beat their guy.
I'm saying he's not a boxer.
Dr. Death, Steve Williams, right?
Yeah.
That upset JR.
Yeah.
That upset a lot of people. I'm one of them. I'm a Steve Williams fan. Sorry.
All right, that's one strike. Give me two more. Dr. Death should have been in the varsity club.
In my opinion, Vince Russo sexualized a lot of the wrestling stuff, but some of that was Vince McMahon too.
Thank you, Vince.
I got kids. I'm an old man. I got kids. You know,
I was a teenage dude. We were teenagers at that point. You're barely young. You're barely younger than me.
But still, like I grew up.
You needed something to pull your pud to. Don't get all high and mighty on me.
You know how many knuckle children I lost to them Trish Stratus posters?
And that was actually after Russo. Russo was gone by that point.
Hey, he started it though.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
I look forward to those WWE magazines every month.
Well, I mean, if you found them today, could you open them?
Yeah. I got rid of all those years ago and probably not.
Gotcha. Yeah. So if Vince Russo wouldn't have left, maybe WWE would have been better.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Vince McMahon would have never let him have control because you know how many times he overrode trips.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of push pull there because family.
Who was?
I think it was
pulling.
Well, it was more like it was more like pull shit.
Yeah.
They really push.
God.
They really push.
Oh fuck.
All right, last topic of the evening. We had where'd they go? Yep, we had the Wyatt 6 debut on Monday Night Raw.
Why can't Austin just get a window with his damn phone and turn it sideways?
No idea.
He was there, wasn't he?
Yes.
Austin went?
Yeah,
he was there.
No, Austin, can we get you a window, Austin? I'll send you a link.
Turn your damn phone sideways and just go from your couch.
Absolutely.
Just hold your phone up and don't drop it because we know you're probably not wearing pants.
Turn that son bit sideways.
He's insane.
Let me send the boy a window. I done fucked it up. God damn it.
Window 5.
I know. I'm trying. I'm fucking it up. I'm under the hard way.
God damn it, Shane.
There it is, boy. Come on.
Yeah, when I saw it was from Baltimore, I was like, really? I could have
forgot about it.
I would have said, fuck work. I'll take off Tuesday or at least go in late on Tuesday and go to Raw on Monday, but I didn't know.
Jason, I even remember when we were at Mania that weekend and we saw them with the upcoming tour schedule. We were like, "Oh, Baltimore in August."
I completely forgot about it.
Same here.
I completely forgot about it. He'll be on here in a second, I'm sure. Whenever he's just, you're killing me dead air here, kid. Let's go.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
we want to hear about it.
Come on, rookie. Let's hear it.
He's probably looking for his Uncle Howdy mask.
Well, I guarantee that he is looking for the Unky Howdy Unky Howdy mask.
Unky Howdy.
Unky Howdy. So, anyway, we'll wait till he jumps on here. When did you? Now they faced American Made, right? Brand new name for.
I like the name.
Yeah, I kind of like it too.
I do too.
Yeah.
Do you think that they could have been stronger?
Yes.
I was bothered by that.
So here's my take on the whole thing. Like, I felt like being it's their debut match, they should have absolutely just destroyed American Made. But at the same time, do you really want to bury Gable and the Creed Bros who have been
they could have buried one of the Creeds. Right?
Yeah,
they could have buried one.
but not Gable.
Not Gable. He could have chicken shitted out of there.
Gable's almost kind of like he's been doing great work, and he's kind of faded since he's renewed his contract. He's just getting beat every week by this group and scared and chased away. But honestly, like, I wanted to see like a 3-minute squash match of absolutely just beating the dog piss out of these guys. Even if Gable kind of like retreats and just leaves the Creed Bros in the dust to take the beating. There he is.
Turn your face. There he is.
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Hey, there he is. He's a pretty boy.
Tell us about that Monday Night Raw.
All right. So overall, I mean, it was a crazy ass experience being there. Like, being there live, being able to witness that was probably one of the best moments that I've had with wrestling. So overall,
hey, do me a favor. Disconnect. You have both earpieces in?
Yeah.
Get rid of one. Take one out. All right, now go ahead.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, take the other one out.
Sounds like somebody's burping in the background.
It sounds like there's a bullfrog.
Yeah.
All right.
Just give your headset.
God damn it.
Jesus. Technical.
All right. How about now?
Yeah, there you go. Much better. All right, give us a rundown of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
All right, Monday Night Raw.
From beginning to end. No, I'm just kidding.
Tell us about the Wyatt 6.
All right, so overall, the entrance is fucking wild live. I mean, the fact that they still use Shatter was really cool, and then the fact that they have the whole like fucking rocking chair, the lantern. Overall, it's just a really unique experience. It's different, like. And it's one of my favorite things. Like I said, I mean, everyone knows that I'm a Wyatt meat rider. So,
did your girlfriend hold your pants up so you didn't get thrown out of the arena?
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you even still talking to us? Because you should have gotten thrown out for indecent exposure that night.
I mean, it was hard. Hey, I was on camera. I was right down by the back left ring post. So, I mean, you could see me. I was standing there, rock hard. I mean.
What is it? Rock hard, awesome.
All right, Juice.
Tell us.
Just standing there like.
Tell us. So, how much were your tickets? So
the only way I could go to the event is I had to buy 3 fucking tickets. It was the only package that they had available. So I scrambled, I called around, and I ended up calling my dad. My dad ended up going with me and my girlfriend. So got to enjoy a Monday Night Raw for the first time ever with my dad. So that was pretty cool. But
cool.
Tickets were $200 a piece.
It never rang.
I look, man.
I didn't get a message either.
I know you go to bed early as shit, so I don't want to hear nothing. All right.
I'm gonna go back and look at it, see if we can find you though. Did you go back and did you record it and go back and take a picture of yourself?
No, I used to do that.
Yeah.
But no, if you look for the fat fucker in the 316 shirt, that's my dad. So
okay.
Look to the left, Mary's sitting there, and then you'll see me.
You see Austin's dad, Austin's dick, Mary.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like
it's
like a censor board.
Gotcha.
Poor Mary.
That's a weird looking guardrail.
No, what's funny is, so during the Judgment Day segment, there's a hat that gets thrown in the fucking ring. That guy was like 3 seats in front of me, plastered as a motherfucker. I don't know if you've seen the Twitter video of him getting fucking thrown out of the arena. It's funny as shit.
Yeah, they don't fuck around with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he threw a fucking hat in the ring, and like security comes and escorts him out. And then later on that evening, I was looking at X, and I saw him getting fucking drug out by security. They were fucking this man up. They were dragging his ass out of there.
Did Cash Wheeler punch him in the face right before he left?
No, Brett wasn't there. So.
Brett was okay.
But no, with the whole Wyatt 6, like. I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know everyone shat on fucking Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy's previous ability in the ring. However, they've cleaned up so much, and the best way. Thank you for muting before burping, Scotty. I really appreciate it. The best way to cover up shitty, or not even shitty, but shaky wrestlers is to put them in a tag team. Hence why I tag everywhere I go.
Well, I mean, you got listen. Tremor's way over his, over his head anymore. So it's a good thing you're with him.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta talk him down from doing all the crazy stuff. So
one more Hurricanrana from him, and I'm fucking done.
It's the new natural disasters.
It could be the natural dieters.
There ain't nothing about a diet in this tag team.
Yeah, one of them would be walking the ring with a Wendy's bag. The other one would have BK.
That would be funny if you guys did like all your finishing moves or your moves were like named after like hit him with the diabetes or hit him with the
Blackthorn. Hit him with the Whopper.
Hit him with the double suplex. We'll call it the insulin shot. Like there's all kinds of shit you can do.
Double suplex with cheese.
But the
oh my God, he's not going. They're going for the triple Ozempic.
No, but the end of the match with the pop-up power bomb to end the match, and then the moment in the ring where they all end up doing the pose, and then afterwards, it felt like Bo was very relieved. Like, it's finally over. Like, I feel like they did Bray Wyatt very well with the presentation, the match. There were so many like little symbol things. Like Joe Gacy did his own version of Bray Wyatt's like upside down like smile.
I thought that was really
that was cool as shit.
Yes, that was really cool.
I'm not a fan of the I'm going out into the sun thing he's got going on where he's got the white face. I don't know if I dig that, but the upside down.
He's trying out for long legs too.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. And then Eric Rowan doing the yeah into the front senton. That was really.
I like that. I like that too.
My only wish about this, or not wish but hope, is that they don't fall into the trap of, all right, we have to do this every match. We have to have the symbol of Brody Lee or the symbol of Bray Wyatt every match. Like, obviously, Bo Dallas is probably going to use the Sister Abigail, which is like, I'm absolutely fine with. It was his brother's move. It's paying homage to his brother.
Yep.
But I don't want the upside down spot every match. I don't want the yeah front senton every match. Like, I just don't want him to
that was the worst. The yeah was great. The senton was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the great.
Big motherfucker. Let's be real.
He's a big dude. Yeah, Big Red. He's a big
like
dude.
Tiberius trying to do that shit.
Yeah. So we had said it right before you came on. Do you think that they should have almost squashed American Made?
You can't. You can't. The American Made. So what does it do for both teams? Congratulations, you're now the spooky guys that squashed the team. American Made, you just got put together, and now you look like shit because you got beat by the Freaks in the Masks.
Well, Chad Gable's been losing since he lost the IC title shot the same as Zayn.
Yeah, but it hasn't been squashed.
And the Creeds haven't done shit. Like I said, I think it should have been a squash, but Gable, like, taking a few bumps and then getting the hell out of Dodge, just leaving the Creed bros just to get sacrificed, more or less.
But what's the point of that then? What you literally just put these two together, like you literally just put the brothers and Chad Gable together. What's the point?
I would have never this wouldn't have been my first match with these guys.
See,
Not a chance.
For me, it makes complete sense. Chad Gable and the Creed brothers are amazing sellers. They're gonna do it whatever you ask them to do, and they're super athletic, so they're gonna hide whatever physical defects that the Wyatts might have. So overall, I mean, I think it was the perfect mashup of abilities. Like, I think that it worked out very well. I think that they I don't know. I just don't see anyone else that they could have put in there. I mean, name another trio that you would put up against those other three that it would be okay taking the loss to, and they can't bounce back from it.
The Bella Twins and Maurice.
Perfect.
The final testicles.
Well, the final testicles had to get fucking squashed by Odyssey Jones. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had to get their ass. I'll tell you what.
It's the new day.
To the ring, I was hyped. Oh my god, it's Odyssey Jones!
Yo, he's a big motherfucker. Now, I might be confused because I don't watch a ton of NXT. There used to be a guy in a one-piece onesie that was like an all-purple onesie, looked like a big fat Barney.
Elliot, he's
gone, right?
I think so, or he's just not being used.
Okay, not the same dude though. Okay,
not the same. Odyssey Jones is.
He got drafted 3 years ago to Raw though.
Yeah, so that was the funniest part. Like, I saw that motherfucker come running to the ring. I was hyped. I was the biggest fucking Odyssey Jones fan in that building.
Yeah, it was, and the only one. It's because of your boner. It's
the new day.
It was a good Raw. It was a pretty good Raw.
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a very good Raw.
It was a pretty good Raw. So,
what are you doing? Here, I gotta put this on you. Here.
Stop playing with yourself.
How much merch did you buy?
None. I already had the T-shirts. I don't need to buy any more. All right, hold on. I'm trying to help you. Here.
Is that the baby?
Yeah. Here, say hi. Come here. Say hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. But
she's getting so big.
All right, I gotta get ready to go here because she's about to get pissed if I don't help her with this book bag.
Wait a minute, real quick before you go. Now I'm gonna let you go. I lied earlier. Tomorrow is Ricky's birthday. He's 40 years old.
Yeah.
I know. If you gotta go, I understand. But it is Ricky's birthday, and we're not gonna let one of our best buds go without getting a little birthday wish from one of his favorite people, and it's not Sky Blue.
Oh, yes. Oh, it is I.
Dan
Very nice, very evil.
What?
I'm in England.
Let's go.
It says. All right, anyways, I'm in an alleyway. I'm at a beach bash, but it's raining, so there'll be no beach for me. My job today is not beach. This is Ricky Housing from Wachterhausen. Today my job is wishing you a happy birthday. All right, anyways. Yes.
Technical difficulties.
Have it by Friday. Well, guess what? I have it a day early, so you owe me $40 more. 40 times 10. 400. Ooh. Anyways, I'm here to wish you a very nice, very evil, very happy birthday housing of some sort. Hopefully it's filled with birthday cake, birthday slurry. Gross. Birthday balloons, birthday cards full of cash. Human dollars, 40 of those. And what else? Sweet. Hopefully give you a nice, cool breeze. Like it is me. Birthday cards, birthday cake, birthday cards full of cash. I got all that. Birthday soup. Did I get that? I don't know. But hopefully you had it. And I got a nice birthday housing of some sort. Hopefully it's filled with birthday cake, birthday slurry. Gross. Birthday balloons, birthday cards full of cash. Human dollars, 40 of those. And what else? Sweet.
I'll have to go back and watch this again in a little bit.
Wachterhausen, happy birthday.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it.
I reached out to Sky Blue, and my money did not reach far enough.
Damn.
She is quite expensive, and
I
actually
bet.
Jess said, "How would you even send her a message about this?" I was like, "I have no idea." Like, I have a buddy who jerks off to you all the time, and he wants to. I need
say
to
he got
fuck
to
around
touch
his
you.
knuckle babies.
Just say he got to touch you WrestleMania weekend at WrestleCon.
You and everybody else.
Hey, I put my arm around her waist.
I'm such
None
a cuck.
anybody else do it.
I gave him half the money to do it, and I stood and
I
watched.
didn't have cash. Yeah, you just wanted the autograph. I wanted to touch.
I'm such a cuck. Anyway, happy birthday, Ricky. Tomorrow's Ricky's birthday. 40 years old. 40 years old. I remember when I was 40. It was before my first heart attack.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I wish I was about to be 20 or 30.
Right?
Instead.
Scotty, you just turned 40, right?
Yes.
Rick, you just turned 40. T-Bone looks like he's 51, but he's like 37, right? How old are you?
39. I'll be 40 in October 15th.
Oh my goodness. Another cameo coming in October. I'm going to save my monies. I'll see if I can get who's a famous referee? May I get Nick?
Just get Jonathan Cross to do the cameo.
I can't afford me. I can't afford me. Anyway, happy birthday, Ricky!
Thank you, guys.
Ricky is starting his celebration right now, or as of like 12 hours ago, or whatever time he was. Did you get off early this morning?
So over the last 2 weeks, I had my original idiot backup was going on vacation. He's weak. He decided he was going to call out, so I worked extra hours those nights. Then this past week, my new backup and my other key carrier backup both requested same nights off, so I had extra hours that night. I did not
know Austin. Austin, I clicked off. My apologies. I didn't.
There were other call-offs.
You lost ratings then.
I put in several 10-hour nights, and I was like, I don't work for free, even at salary. I'm getting some of this time back, so I left like an hour and a half early yesterday, and this morning I left 3 hours early. I was like, fuck this. I'm starting vacation. Damn it.
I think I got a message like 3 o'clock this morning. Vacation starting now.
Yes, sir.
Right on. Austin, when do you turn 40?
Let's see here. About 15 years from now.
Okay. All right. Well,
so
by then, who will be who can we get for Austin in 15 years that'll be relevant? Old ass Sky Blue. She'll be down to $40. she'll be 43 years old by then, so we'll be good to go.
She'll probably be cheaper than Tammy Stitch.
Actually, that's who I'm thinking about. Getting Missy Hyatt. We'll see if we get a 95-year-old Missy Hyatt.
No, that's Sonny. Sonny will be in that jail with an OnlyFans still.
Wake up, Missy.
Christ, Jason.
Wake up. Anyway, that's going to do it here for Highway Wrestling. Please make sure you go to Patreon. Whoa. Listen, you were only supposed to be on here for 1 second, bro. You don't come back to the end of the month. You're not hijacking this video.
Hold on. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Son of a bitch.
1, 2. We gave him 2 seconds, so.
5 seconds. We're out of here.
Damn it, Austin.
He's smart. He's like, what's that sound? Click. That's what I used to do to people.
Oh, he's probably running to get chewing gum.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. He had to get chewing gum. So when are you back on, Austin? When are you back?
So Roommate officially moves out the last day of this month. So September 2nd.
All right.
Is that the Tuesday after Labor Day?
Negative.
Yeah.
Labor Day is the 4th, I think.
Yeah, you're the week after. No. Is that right? The 4th?
I
thought
so.
the first was on a fucking Monday.
No, I don't remember.
Oh no, Labor Day's the 2nd. You're right.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the 3rd.
Anyway, Fantasy League's going to be starting up here. It will start for All In. AEW's All In. If you want to join, it's on the Patreon. The link is in the YouTube page. The link will be on the Facebook page. Just click the link. Go. It's $5 a month. You can't beat it. There will be more stuff added to that first tier. We're going to do trading cards. We're going to do all kinds of shit. There will be a wrestling figure giveaway every month for those who subscribe. We'll just put a random drawing out there. So we'll do that. And I don't buy shitty figures. Y'all, they know. Y'all might not. Y'all don't know. They know. I don't buy shitty figures. I don't be buying that big boss man fucking figure. I buy the real shit. I buy good shit. So Gobbledygooker, $80 fucking figure, just gave it away. Fucking stupid. I just gave it away. Anyway, I got 1 billion AEW figures over here. I'm trying to get rid of them, so we're gonna get rid of them. First up,
he's about to go raid Walmart for them lampshade Jacksons.
We don't give away shitty figures around here. Here's a $5 Matt Jackson, baby. Let's go.
Scotty picked me up a Matt Jackson. Now, those are terrible looking figures, by the way. That is the worst. That is the worst gear. It's like no effort involved at all in that gear, but it is worth $5. It is worth $5. So
fair enough.
Anyway, I just got to figure out what I'm going to give away for the first item. I did pick up. Boy, I got a shit ton of brawlers that came in yesterday. I got a bloody Ric Flair. I got the interview Ric Flair. I got the Will Ospreay yesterday.
You got the Italian restaurant Ric Flair?
The what?
The Italian restaurant Ric Flair, where he's yelling for the Egyptian.
No.
They've got to make that brawler.
You know who I am? That's what I want. I want the "Do you know who I am" Ric Flair. I want Ric Flair. I want Ric Flair helicopter.
Plane ride from hell.
That's what I want. Plane ride from hell, Ric Flair, where it's got a dick that spins around. That's the brawler that I want.
Is there a little spinner on the back? You crank it a few times and it starts going.
It's the dick in the box version of Ric Flair. That's what we need.
Oh, God.
There's a Chris Benoit one, but we won't go into what that one is. That one comes with accessories. Get it? Accessory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a combo pack with Kevin Sullivan.
That's what it is. It's yeah. It's the scissor meat. It's the same scissors. It's a woman is in between.
Oh God.
In the scissors. So anyway, get onto the Patreon. Go join. We'll get every week. Every time there's a pay-per-view, we'll send you the link. You could join and get in. And if you're the winner, you can be the hard way heavyweight champion. It's the only way you're going to get it. You got to be a Patreon member. So anyway, thank you. Welcome back, Austin. We'll see you here in a couple weeks. Anytime you want to jump on here, we miss your ass.
No.
So.
Do we? I don't know about that.
Scotty, fuck you.
Oh, man.
I will see you in a week. I will see you in a week. Promo, my AK and I's promo dropping tomorrow.
I don't mind Tuesday with Tremor, so I gotta get that over to Damien.
Gotcha.
I'll be at the show on Saturday. Next Saturday.
Sweet. T-Bone, what's your next interview? You got an interview coming up next Thursday?
Yes, I'm going to save the special announcement for Monday. I'm going to make the announcement Monday on my Facebook page. It's another professional boxer. It's actually professional, not amateur boxer. It's going to be on In the Doghouse this week.
So In the Doghouse, spoiler alert, Oscar De La Hoya will be on.
No, not Oscar De La Hoya.
Spoiler alert, Jake.
He's an up and coming professional boxer. He's 2-0 and both wins by knockout.
Now,
Ray Rice. Holy shit.
Ray Rice?
No.
He's so 2-0, both by knockout. were they ex-girlfriends?
No.
Not ex-girlfriends.
No.
Okay, I had to ask.
It's Michelle Tyson.
No, and it isn't the guy girl from the Olympics either.
No, that is a girl. That's
It's
a
Michelle.
girl, T-Bone.
It's Michelle Tyson.
That's a girl with a huge penis. It's not the
Hey,
same.
Michelle Obama's a woman too, you know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Big Mike.
All right. Well, spoiler alert. Butterbean will be on Thursday on T-Bone Jones's on his podcast. It's not.
I wish it was a legend.
I thought this was Butterbean the whole time.
He kind of looks like Butterbean. No, not you.
Not you, Scotty. You're just a fat fuck. I'm talking about.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Austin! Why are you so angry? Boy, he's been holed up for a while. He's pent up.
Yeah, the last time I was here, Scotty or Ricky had hair. We got a fucking shitty referee on the podcast now. Last like he gained 30 extra pounds. And now we got Jonathan De La Croix suspended. This fucking dumb referee got my guy suspended. What the hell?
Sure, get your eyes checked.
Yeah, put it back on.
It's been pretty fucking humid here lately.
We should talk about that, Austin. I'm a little disappointed that I am suspended, and it's kind of a weak ass company if you ask me. That suspending a guy for, protecting his own guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you defended your guys against a referee. Like, I had nothing in on what was happening in the ring.
Hold on. First of all, Mr. Referee, aren't you part of the tough man competition? Aren't you supposed to have a little bit? Aren't you supposed to not have a glass chin? I understand you can't see. You're half deaf. Like, it doesn't matter what you say to me. You're supposed to be in the tough man competition, and you can't even take a punch from a guy. I took a punch from Jonathan De La Croix. I mean, it's no different. Don't see me flopping on the ground. LeBron James, chill out.
Oh shit! I'm out of beer.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's really not wrong, T-Bone. He's really not wrong.
I know he's not.
He's very passionate.
I had a front row seat for that punch, and you're. Oh.
The best part of that is after I hit him, I pushed him under the ring. If you go back and look at the video, I put my foot on him and shove him under the ring.
Yeah.
Look like the rest of those West Virginia pieces of trash, anyways.
Oh, you don't know. You do not know wrestling until you have been dry humped by a woman with an oxygen tank.
How long is it taking you that West Virginia thing, isn't it? All those ugly ass West Virginians hugging you.
I smell polyclipus every time I had to have it dry cleaned. They used kerosene. It was that bad.
Wow. Doesn't shock me.
They are some smelly dudes. You ever see two wrestlers are sweating before they come out of the locker room?
Are they the new nasty boys?
They're
very
gross,
nasty boys.
They're gross boys. They're gross boys.
Yeah.
And all they want to do is put their arms around. They just want to touch you. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, their whole thing is Mount Kill Piss, bro. They smell like cow piss. It makes zero sense.
Definitely cow piss. Definitely cow piss. Anyway, I sent them a dry cleaning bill. They sent me
Monopoly money.
No, they sent me those what do poor people use?
Food
stamps?
Yes, they sent me food stamps back. I don't even know what they are. I don't know what they are.
Never had to worry about them.
I really never had to worry about them. Yeah. So it was weird getting those in the mail with a half a gallon of milk. It's fucking weird. So anyway. Now you upset Austin. Why you upset my tag champ?
I didn't try.
Jeremy, come on here talking about I got Jake Paul coming on the fucking Thursday.
I don't have Jake Paul.
Oh, now you're denying you have Jake Paul?
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're definitely live.
Yeah, we're still live.
Anyway, that's going to do it for Hunter Wrestling. We're not going to tear Jeremy up too much more. because he's got members in his house and he gets it enough. So thank you guys for joining. Make sure you go like, subscribe. Scotty, I don't know if you're frozen or okay, you're not frozen. Scotty was like,
he's been over there a couple times.
Going to say next. Ricky, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yeah, Rick.
If you
Happy
have,
fellas. I appreciate it.
If you have not caught T-Bone Jones's interviews yet, don't fucking bother. They're terrible. I'm gonna start writing you questions, T-Bone. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start writing you questions. I watched it this morning on my way to work. I wish I was awake for it. I'd have started a fight with this guy. I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, keep up the good work. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time
On the hard way.
Kelly Nakama.